Welcome to the post-game lobby. My name is Michael Hingersing, and I'm joined here at this desk by Jake Spawntoberry. First time at this desk this split, and also we're joined by the coach of the Victorious Chiefs, who've just beat Avant-Garde 2-0. It is Volt. Thank you so much for being here. And I want to start, Volt, by asking you about Chiefs. How have they changed behind the scenes, off the rift, between last year and this year?
So obviously we lost Jish this year because he went to Immortals in the off-season. So I've moved to the head coach position, obviously. And
Congratulations.
Thank you. And we've got Cyclone in as our new player development sort of coach. It's sort of like works with the players' mentalities and their mental states coming into games and out of game.
And what does a head coach actually entail? Because I'm sure there's heaps of people at home like, head coach of the league team, I could do that. Like, what does your day-to-day look like? What are you actually there to do for the team?
So I spend a lot of time watching VODs of international games just to pick up new strategies and learn how to make our strategies better, how to play better. And then there's also sitting in on scrims and talking to them before scrims, making a plan for the scrim set, and then talking in between the games about how to improve on what we're doing and what we're going to draft for the next game.
All right, well, let's talk about the split so far, because obviously Chiefs have only dropped one game across the first 5 weeks. You've got to be pretty happy. What things are you looking to improve on?
There's a lot to improve on all the time. We're obviously still nowhere near the level of the top international teams in Korea and China and Europe. But like we're sort of just like slowly working our way there. We're working on our strategy, we're working on our champion pools. There's like big holes in all the stuff that we do that isn't good internationally.
Talk to me about the Chiefs' diversity, however, because I've seen time and time again that you guys, happy to put Swiper on carries where it makes sense. I mean, famously the Lowy game against the Camille on Exile 5, and now this game we've just seen, Ray's running around on Illusion, absolutely going nuts. Talk about the flexibility of the team, and does that make your job easier? Does it make it harder not having the same win condition all the time?
A little bit of both. I think it's really good to have a team that's versatile. I think all of our players on our team are the best at their role in the region, and I think they're the most versatile as well. They play both, like carries and tanks for Brandon. They play utility versus carries for Quinn, all that kind of stuff. I think it's really useful for drafting because we're never like pigeonholed into the same draft. It's also hard for practice because we only get so many hours to scrim per week, obviously. And so we don't get to practice one style as much, and so sometimes in different weeks we'll practice different styles to bring our level of play up in those different styles.
The style that we saw today was the global style coming back to the Chiefs. We haven't seen it in a very long time. Historically, you guys have been big on Twisted Fate and Shen respectively. Tom Kench coming into the meta has always helped you guys out. What is it about globals that you guys like?
There's a few different reasons it's good. The main one is that it's just really easy to play global comps and execute global comps. The macro isn't particularly taxing, and so you don't have to practice it as much. And we're also really good at like communicating whether we need the globals or not. Like using Chenault, like the use of Chenault in our last game in that set was really, really good a lot of the time. And Tom Kenshot in particular was fantastic from Egypt.
All right, well, looking forward to next round is against Legacy. They're probably going to be sitting second on the ladder. You guys are looking first, obviously after the win today. How confident are you feeling going into that match?
We're fairly confident. Based on scrim results, we're the best team in the region, I think, so very confident.
All right, you guys keep saying that. Who's the second best team then? Because you guys were like, Avant's not a top team when you went up against Direwolves. You're like, yeah, that solo queue players, we're not really impressed by them so far. I mean, if it's not them, well, it's definitely not Exile 5, Abyss, or Sin either. I mean, who are you giving the mantle to?
I think Direwolves and Legacy are the next two best teams. Like, by far, there's still this big gap between the top 3 and the bottom 5. It's been the same, really, every split as the teams sort of stay together for the most part. I think Legacy and Direwolves are definitely our biggest threats.
All right, and as an outsider looking in, what are the strengths and weaknesses of the two teams? Are they different, or are they pretty much the same evil?
Direwolves are very one-dimensional in their use of split pushes on Chippies. Even if he's playing a tank, there's just like a sort of inside joke about Chippies is the best split push Maokai in the world because he's the only split push Maokai in the world. So they're very one-dimensional in that fact, and we can punish that a lot of the time. Legacy are a lot more versatile like us. I think Legacy have started to like copy a lot of stuff that we do this split. Which is probably making them better, because last split they were also very one-dimensional in Tally's demand for resources.
Great, well, thank you so much for chatting to us. Best of luck in the match next week, and yeah, we'll see you on the Rift.
Thank you very much.